Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Welsh. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Welch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Welsh. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bonds. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Bonds. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants now are going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote a little Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's returnable now for Smith. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bonds. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it with to their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he returns this to the 22. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas for the Cowboys. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bonds. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it's Charles taking it from the pistol. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Bonds. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at the 5.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They run it. It's Charles. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bonds. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Welch. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation.
Ball has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, Bonds. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Welsh. He finds his man complete. It's Barnes. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Off-play action. Welch. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Welsh. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw on 2nd down, Welch. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Now a handoff. This is Charles. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Charles. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 77 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall ought to give up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A first down carry here for Charles. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Straight ahead is Hall. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Bonds. And he'll find Hall. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Dorsett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Welsh. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Welch. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Dallas, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.